In the last 2 years, search phrases with the terms "for me" increased in Google by 120%. This is telling us that buyers have new expectations, that they want information, they want answers that are specific to them, right? So they don't just want like, what's a great car? They want, what's a great car for me? And there's this expectation that we as businesses are gonna meet them there. Because as expectations have changed, they've really changed in the fact that buyers want information fast, they want it personalized, and they want it to be easy. So let's talk about those 3 things and how our websites can really improve this user experience and really make it about the user. Right? So they want it fast. So some of the tools that we're going to talk about later in this course are around self-identification or qualification. They're around pricing calculators. They're around curation of content. All things that by asking or answering a few questions, get the right piece of content to the buyer so that they're not searching, right? Because we all know that when we go to look for something on a website and we can't find it easily, we get frustrated. And we know that frustration is the F word of the internet. And when that arises, people leave your site and go find somebody else's. So we need to create an experience that allows people to get to what they want fast. Now they want it personalized. So they don't want to see just what's out there for everybody. They want to know, for me, in my specific scenario, how can you help me? And so again, we leverage these self-selection tools to really focus in by asking some really short questions to narrow what it is that they're really looking for, right? And so as we personalize things, it's really helping them just focus and get that laser-like focus on the material. And the last thing is it's got to be easy, okay? We can't be giving them a 50-question survey to do so that we can get them the most relevant piece of content. Like, it needs to be quick, simple, fun. Fun is great. So if the experience is amazing, then they're going to be all smiles and really into it, right? But our thing as businesses, the thing that we need to realize is that it's not about us. It's about our buyer and their expectations. So knowing what we know, knowing that that trend for me has just blown up in search, knowing that people want things like we've talked about, fast, personalized, and easy. It is now on us to provide them the experience that they want. It's on us to meet them where they are so that they have this amazing learning experience, this amazing interaction with our brand and our website so that they're super excited to buy from us in the future. The first self-selection tool we're going to talk about is self-identification or self-qualification tools. These tools are as simple as they sound. They're designed to help a buyer qualify themselves for the right product or identify with the right product. So in practice, we want to have this very simple tool that asks a few questions that narrows down what the buyer actually needs. And at the end of going through these questions, we present them with a few options that are really specific to them. The next type of self-selection tool that we're going to discuss are pricing and ROI calculators. And guess what? They're as simple as they sound. They are tools to either help a buyer understand the price for a product, service, or offering, or they're a tool to help somebody understand the return on investment they'll make by doing something or taking some action. So again, this is where we ask a series of questions that help people select the different things that make a price go up or go down. So we ask all these questions, let them configure this thing for themselves, and then they can see a price range, right? Now, what does this allow us to do? This allows us to inform our buyer before they ever speak to us about the general range and price that they're going to spend. So if we have a pricing calculator and they go through it and you can see that they've gone through the pricing calculator and then they set up for sales conversation, they know the range they're going to be in, so price doesn't become a part of the conversation. The conversation is really around what are those specific things that they're looking for, what are the specific needs that they have, all right? So this is a great self-selection tool that can be used by anybody for any service or offering, and it really helps us get rid of this idea of I can't put pricing on my website because my pricing varies. If you make this tool right, you allow people to choose all the different things that can make your prices go either way so that they can see it. Let's talk about customization and curation of content tools. You might be asking yourself, Chris, are they exactly what they sound like? Yes, they're exactly what they sound like. They are tools on our websites that help people customize their content or give them a curated list of things that they can go continue reading or watching, right? So the simplest form of this is a well-done resource center. So you have all of your content, You have ways to select different topics, different mediums, maybe for the different visitors that might show up. You know, if you have different people in your industry or that might come to your site, you can let them click that, and then it gives them all of that content, that curation of content based on their selections. Another thing you can do is have it just like a self-identification or qualification tool, where you ask a few questions, who they are, what they're looking to learn, you know, simple questions that then guide them to the right spot in a resource page or the right list of articles or videos to really help them have a more personalized, customized experience. So the last self-selection tool that we're going to talk about is the narrowing of options or giving faster answers tool. And again, it's as simple as it sounds, right? So it is a tool that narrows what it is our visitor's going to see, our buyer's going to see, or provides them answers at a quicker pace, okay? So as we think of these things, it's like, it's very similar to a customization and curation of content tool, but it's hyper-focused on a product or an offering that really drills us down into the specifics by asking a few questions and then giving us what we want. We've talked about self-selection tools. We get what they can do, but we haven't talked about what's really possible. And that, my friends, is the touchless sale. Chris, what's the touchless sale? The touchless sale is where we've done all of the education, we've done all of the qualification, we've done everything we need to do to make sure we have the right product fit or service offering for our buyer, and they can simply click a button, enter their credit card, and be our customer or our client. That's what's possible. And it doesn't mean that we diminish our sales teams, but it's what are those products and offerings that we have that we don't need to have a true cost of sale? How can we optimize our sales effort and our marketing effort to create the touchless sale for things that can be touchless sales, and then take all of that remaining time that we don't need our sales force working on to go work on the bigger things, the things that can't be a touchless sale, the things that need to be more customized. That's what's possible when we invest in self-selection tools and we try to get ourselves to the point of the touchless sale. It's not something that's scary. It's something that empowers our sales team to go do the tougher things. It's something that empowers our organization to be able to quickly add more revenue, more sales, more clients or customers in a way that doesn't exude many resources, because once we build the tool, now we just need to maintain it. We don't need to continually put in man hours. One of the best things that we talk about in They Ask You Answer is the fact that your website doesn't sleep. It doesn't ask you for a raise. It doesn't ask for time off. Your sales or your website is your best salesperson if you empower it to be. It is something that can work 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. And when we can empower that to do just that, that's when we can take off and see new heights as an organization and really start to crush all those different sales and revenue goals. So that's what's possible. Trust me, just take a look at those examples. Think about how you buy things, right? Do you want to always talk to somebody, or have you ever said after you talk to a salesperson, boy, I really could have just clicked a few more buttons and bought this without ever talking to somebody? If that's the case, like, think about, are there products or services or tools that you have on your site that a buyer might say the same thing? That's the challenge. That's what's possible. Go out and get after it.